Hey guys, happy full moon in Aquarius. I thought that for this full moon, I would bring everybody along with me. I've already done my ritual for this full moon, but I wanted to offer this as a ceremony for everybody to follow along with, slash kind of a tutorial of what crystal gridding is, how to do a crystal grid, how to perform, a manifestation ritual if you want to do this on another full or new moon. I do believe it can work for both. With the full moons, I believe it is best to use these full moons as a way to release things and to clear things out. That's why we have this mugwort here. I also have some dragon's blood sage. There's something in my eye and it hurts. It's this black. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Whatever the hell this is called. Stiletto black or something. This is what I get for trying to, be cool. Whatever. Okay, let's just continue. Let's just continue. This is a perfect example, though. It's like you might have something in your eye that's causing it to water up. I don't think any of this sort of thing is an accident. I think it's an example. It's like you may always be rubbing your eye, and you're like, why can't I see clearly? What is going on? What's in my way? What are these blockages? Money blocks with love, relationships. Maybe you want a partner and you say you do and you're going on dates and everything, but your heart chakra's blocked. That's why we can use these moons, or that's what these moons can be used for. Full moons specifically to release blockages, to release things that we can't even see. I literally ask the moon itself to examine me, examine myself, and we're going to go into this whole thing, but I just want to explain a little bit the difference between full moons and new moons. Full moons I usually use, and many others too, as a form of, it's the culmination. So it's releasing, it's the crescendo, it's the fullness of something. So it's a great time to release. It's a great time to use this power to our advantage. If you're having a hard time in life, if you feel stuck, if you feel like your manifestations are coming to pass, are not coming to pass, there may be blockages, there may be things that we need to release. So that's what we're doing today with this full moon in Aquarius. And even if you see this later, you can use this for any full moon. Sorry, guys. See, there are things that, continue to bother us, and we might just be used to it. Your leg is kind of asleep. Your makeup's always in your freaking eye. It's like, this is a great way to get rid of even things that are nagging at you, but you don't even realize they're there. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't look at this as just, stuff that we know about. I look at the power of the lunar cycles as a celestial god, essentially. So, well, I don't know what to release. I don't know, what's holding me back exactly. Maybe we don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. It's we don't need to know all the answers. We can just come humbly before these lunar cycles and just let them suck it out of us. Starting about a week ago, I started praying to the moon, saying, pull out of me, not to be gross, but kind of almost when you do a face mask and you pull it off and you're like, oh my God, that was in my face. It's yeah, let's do that with our souls with this full moon. So enough preface. We can use the new moons to manifest new things that we want to do. And we do have this new moon in Leo coming up on August 16th. So let's begin. The first thing that we need to do, and I'm just going to do this on camera. I've already done mine earlier today. We are going to write down anything and everything that we want to purge at this time. So I'm not going to show mine, love and light. Love you guys, but it's a secret. But I do have this. I wrote it in the form of a letter. You can write it you can write bullet points. Like say you feel like you're experiencing blocks in money. You know, write that down. I wrote it in the form of a letter, kind of release the things I want to release, kind of letting myself feel into what I've been through and what I want to release into this moon. So, with that said, I wrote it all out. So let's just pause this video if you want to participate directly, okay? So this is what we have. This is what you'll need, and you can mix and match here. You know what I'm saying? This is a la carte. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to use all of this. This is just what I do, and you do not really need anything. Okay, I feel like when I've done a bunch of research about like how to do crystal grids, how to work with the moons, it's like in love and light to our community. I love us. But sometimes we go a little big with it, where it's like, okay, but I don't have those crystals. I don't have anything. I don't have a crystal grid. Like I don't have what I need. It's like, no. You don't need anything, is my opinion. Okay, you don't need any of this that I have. But like you can literally use anything. Okay, that's my true viewpoint. Like you can literally draw on this piece of paper like banishing potion. Like write out like banishing potion and like draw like a little potion and then set that here. It's like whatever you believe is. I'm not trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be like 5 years old, but I am. Because this is what I believe. I don't think you need any of this shit. But I use some of this. So, first what I want to do is I want to clear the space. Okay, so I have this Dragon's Blood Sage, but I'm actually going to use this mugwort. Mugwort also promotes dreams. I have this dream catcher necklace on. So that was part of my manifestation that or part of like what I'm using this moon for is also to start bringing in my bringing in dreams and messages as we lead up to this new moon in Leo, because this new moon in Leo is very important to me. So let's start off with this cleansing. You can use mugwort to cleanse your space. It takes a minute to light. Just as we're waiting, just prepare ourselves for this ritual. You can just follow along. This is for you. This is not just like a tutorial. I'm just also making it into a tutorial if you're curious on how to do a ritual like this. But I'm really doing this for you. Imagine that I'm in the room with you or wherever you are. If you're outside, if you're on the toilet, I don't care. I don't judge. Also, if you're breathing in the mugwort, you might you can get a little funny from it. You know what I'm saying? All right. For those watching, just imagine this clearing your space, clearing your aura, clearing your life, clearing your mind of anything at all that could be blocking the things that you want to do, the things that you want to have, the person that you want to be. We banish any and all that is standing in the way of the best and highest life for every single person watching this video. Okay. So if you haven't already, write down anything that you want to release, getting specific with it. If not, if you just want to leave it open. You know, years ago, I remember that in like youth groups and even at the private Christian school that I went to, what we would do, if you didn't want to share a prayer request, if you didn't want to say like, oh, can you pray for my brother? If you didn't want to say what it was, we had something called an unspoken, right? So if you don't know even what you need to release, like we talked about before, if you have no idea and you just are just kind of like help, basically, that's good enough. You don't have to have a full list. I just do the list because I'm a freaking Virgo. You know what I'm saying? And also it's good to speak these things out as well. So if there is anything specifically that you want to be purged from your system, purged from your life, any traumas, any anxieties, any burdens, anything that you've been having a hard time letting go of, we can use this moon to assist us. So if there's anything at all, write it down, okay? Now, we have cleansed our space. We have written down anything that we need to write down, okay? Now, this is where the crystal grid comes into it, okay? If you are new to crystal grids, welcome. So, I have this mini crystal grid. This is Metatron's cube, okay? This is literally a necklace, so get crafty with it. You don't have to have like a beautiful, nice one if you don't want to pay for it or you don't have the means or what have you. This is a necklace that I'm going to be using. It's a little mini grid here. Okay, I want to show you something else. This is another makeshift grid that I made for when I go out in the woods and act like a crazy witch and cackle at the moon and shit. Okay, one time I was doing a crystal grid. I laid like everything down in the leaves in the woods, and this lady walked by me with her dog. I was just like really freaked out. Loving life. I'm living my best life. So my point is that I made this. This is my own crystal grid. I'm trying to make this like anybody can do any of this. I printed this off. Got it for free. Okay. Printed it. I just made this out of a gift bag. Okay. So this is my point. Like, you don't need to spend any money. Any money. You could literally print off a crystal grid like this. I literally have rocks, okay? Like, you don't need a bunch of freaking expensive-ass crystals. We're not even going to be using any... This is from my lap. This is, what is this? What moon is this from? Pisces new moon, February 20th, 2023. Okay. Whoa. Maybe I shouldn't show all that, but... Love and light. You know what I mean? Whatever. We're family. You know what I'm saying? We're family. I don't know. Okay. So, yeah. Just saying. Don't need to pay for any of this. Alright? But I am using this today as my little mini grid. I'm not going to use any crystals. Nothing. Well, I'm going to use one crystal, but I'm not going to. Usually with a crystal grid, let's look at this. Damn it. Hold on, guys. I'm going to use this as an example because it's easier to look at. Okay. Usually with a crystal grid, what you'll do, hence crystal grid, is you'll, you know, put a crystal here, put a crystal here, put a crystal here, 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 here. People will also line up crystals connecting to these other points. Crystal here, crystal here, crystal here, crystal here, crystal here, crystal here. Right in the middle, boom. Okay, and people will usually connect them, and I've done all that as well. Today, I want to show you don't need any of that. We, in and of ourselves, connected with the universe, are the most powerful force with or without any of this other stuff. Okay? All right, that's my opinion. Okay? But I am going to use one crystal. I'm going to use my moldavite, actually. I wear this around my neck a lot. Ignore the heart. That's just a charm. But this is my moldavite. I'm like cross-eyed. Okay. Now. We have cleared our space. We have our list if we do. Okay. Now we're going to actually perform the ceremony. I am going to take my moldavite and we are going to activate this Metatron's cube. Now, I love Christina Lopes, and I love what she showed the other day. She made a video about the 10th dimension, and she didn't have Metatron's cube on there. But she had, actually, I don't know what shape she was showing, but it was some sort of a complex geometry. Now, I believe in sacred geometry. Okay, we are going to activate the crystal grid. Let's first draw a circle around our space. Okay. Here we are. We're in the pillow fort, right? All right. Now I'm going to hold this up so that I can activate it in your view. Now, as we are in a meditative state, let's just take a second here. We're going to activate the grid, and then we are going to read. We are going to speak what we want to release. Okay. Ready? There are many things you're going to find online regarding how to do a crystal grid. I'm just doing this. I already gave my preface as to what I believe. I believe anything is anything. Anything is what you make it. Okay? Let's start in the middle. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to move this crystal along all of these points. Okay, ready? Start in the middle. I'm doing this for you. So even if you don't have any of this stuff, just do it along with me in your mind, even if you don't want to do your own. Okay, so we're going to activate the grid, starting at the middle. And we're going to go out to this point, back in. We're going to go to this point, back in. We're going to go to this point, back in. I messed up there. Sorry. The aliens don't care. Okay? This is all ritual. Okay? It's all ritual. Now, that we have this activated, If you have your list, pause this video and read it. If you do not have a list, if you don't know what you need to release, if you are stuck and you don't know why, let's just take a moment and ask. Anything that we can't see, any blind spots that we have that are blocking us from the best and fullest life, we speak out of our mouths now that we release these things, even the things that are hidden from our sight. Examine us, search us, every nook, every cranny, every hidden thought, every trauma stored in the body, every memory. Just allow that energy to move through us like a cosmic detective. To just look for anything like a dog, just sniffing through. Sniffing through. If there's anything here that needs to be removed, purge, let go of right now. And all of us watching this video. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you for searching our hearts, our minds, our physical bodies, our mindsets. Anything trapped in the body, any traumas, anything that could be blocking us, anything that could be stopping us or standing in our way. We release now. We release now. We release now. We release now. That's part of something that I'm releasing is see how I did that kind of stuttery thing there? I tripped over my words. Just releasing all performance as well. It's if you're on camera, and we understand that. But at the same time, it's releasing that performance, though. That's something for me that I'll share. Releasing that need to always be funny, always be on, always be performing, always be perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. So that's something I'm releasing. The need to be perfect. No one's perfect. Nothing's perfect. That's something I'm releasing. Anything toxic in my heart, anything toxic in my mind that's holding me back from my highest potential, from our highest potential. Right? Okay. Now this is optional, but I'm going to light a candle here. Another part of candle magic, again, this is just all extra that I'm adding in here. But with candle magic, you can take a little Q-tip. What is this called, everybody? What's this called? Toothpick. All right. You can write things into the candle. Say if there's something big you want to release, like a certain relationship or a certain trauma or a certain bill even. Maybe you have a $20,000 bill that you feel you can't pay. Write it in there. I'm just going to write in here. I'm just going to write release. Release. Again, I'm just sketching it into the candle. Don't know if you can see that. All right. Again, we have our energy around us. Okay. We have our connection to the divine. I know people use all sorts of crazy generators and stuff to so that your manifestation goes out into the. I understand all that. There are plenty of videos you can watch, and I like a lot of them as well. I'm just saying. I want to show that you don't need any of that. Okay? Okay. Now, these are tea light candles I got off of Amazon, Love and Light. Just ordered a whole new batch of them. I personally use candles all the time. So we're going to light this candle to just seal off this ritual. Kind of like a wish, right? So we're going to light it, and then we're going to blow it out. Okay, ready? Again, I just made all this up. This is not... Thank you, universe. Thank you for everyone here. Sorry, I have my fan on. Hold on. Keep the light on. The fan's on right there, of course. Thank you, universe, that every single thing that's standing in our way or has been is now removed from our path. You can just look into the light and just let's say together, I release any and all blockages. 3, 2, 1. I release any and all blockages. Let's do it 2 more times, looking into the flame. I release any and all blockages. Again, I release any and all blockages. Okay? Ready? Make a wish. Okay. Now, we have set our intentions. We have believed that the universe has already removed these things from us, even if you feel nothing, even if you're sitting here scratching your ass. All right? Doesn't matter. It's not about feeling. It's about we have done this and you will see. And it might be over time. It might be over a span of time that things just start to be shifting around, moving around. This is a ritual. Right? This could all be done in your mind even. But I just personally like to do the rigmarole. I got a lot of Leo on my chart. You know what I'm saying? So now, to finish up, we are going to deactivate our crystal grid. So now we are going to go the opposite direction. Okay? It's hard to do it while I'm also showing it. But this is what I would do. This is what I am doing for you here. Again, this is not just a tutorial. I am manifesting that this will release, not just for this full moon in Aquarius, August 1st, 2023, but at any point in time that anyone is watching this, even if it's 10 years in the future, that this will release burdens, traumas, blockages, mindsets, fear, psychic attacks. I believe that this ritual will banish those things and remove them and heal anything that needs to be healed as well. Okay, now let's deactivate. Okay, let me do this. Ready? I'm just gonna do it quick. You just touch every point, essentially. Sorry, guys. Okay. We have deactivated. Let's remove the circle. Come out of the pillow fort. Right? We're free. Thank you, universe. Let's take a moment of gratitude. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you for our freedom. Thank you for our freedom. Thank you. Thank you. So now, as we move into the new moon in Leo, August 16th, 2023, be thinking, what do I want to manifest now that I've cleared these things out? And I believe it's a process, with these full moons, we just continue to release. It's like unwinding. It's like, think of like a rubber band ball or a ball of yarn or even worse, because this is a real annoying visual. Think about Christmas lights all trapped up in a ball. Good luck untangling that. Good luck untangling a necklace, when it's all tangled up with 100 other necklaces. That's how we can get sometimes in our souls, right? So we can use the power of these moons, the full moon specifically, to release those tangles. And that is the work that we have begun today. And I do believe that you will be seeing tangible proof of this release in your life immediately. When it comes to the new moons, that's where we're headed, right? So let's talk about it real quick, then I'm going to end. Okay. When it comes to this new moon in Leo coming up on the 16th, so that's in 15 days. We've got 15 days to be thinking. Get thinking, what are some things that I want to manifest? I'm doing this myself. That's why I'm sharing it with you. What are some things I want to do, that I want to bring to pass, that I want to have, that I want to become? Right? Essentially, these are goals, but it can be beyond goals. It can be beyond, say for example, for me, one of mine, and I would love your support, manifestation-wise, one of mine is season 3 of my podcast, The Metamystic Show. So I'm working on that. I'm working on bringing those forward. Very practical goals, things that, can be brought forward, that in any business class or business book, people tell you to write down your goals. Very common. But the thing that I like about using the lunar cycles when it comes to manifestation is that it's like it opens us up to more, right? It opens us up to the etheric. It opens us up to a space of humility so that we can be guided from a higher perspective, as well as from our own higher self. Like, what does our higher self see that we can't see, right? And so we can have these goals. But what I like about the moons, the new moons specifically, is that I can write down 5 things. But there's always that side note that I leave it a little open. I allow for myself to be, corrected, whatever. I'm just using that word for me because I'm very I'm looking for correction. I'm looking for answers. I'm looking for a higher perspective. Okay, I have this idea about my podcast. This is what I want to do. But I also keep it open. But do you guys have any ideas for me? I'm looking for answers from my guides, dreams. I have this dream catcher on here. We use the mugwort specifically. It helps with dreams. It helps with lucid dreaming. It's we got the Moldavite here. It's I'm looking for celestial answers. I've been in the business world, right? I've also been in lots of other worlds as well. But the world that I like the best is this. Because it combines the practical with the celestial. So as we're moving into this new moon in Leo, think about, really let yourself feel it. What do I want to manifest? What do I want to do? And Leo is a very creative energy. It's also a great energy for playfulness, love, theatrics, right? All the Leo themes. Courage, bravery, boldness to be a leader when you need to be a leader. If you are trying to step into a leadership position, Leo's the moon for you, right? You're trying to do something new in your life where you need to be bold, you need to be courageous, you need to be a leader. Well, all right, guys. So happy full moon in Aquarius. hope that this helped you to see kind of how to do a crystal grid. Look up other videos on YouTube. There's lots of great resources available. This is just a little something I wanted to do for you and with you.